Bam. Hey y'all, so we were just live. Tasha and I just kind of recapping the earlier live, and of course, we lost our connection. So we're back and here with y'all on this Good Friday, first Friday. This is the first Friday. Yeah, this is the first Friday in August. You know, August is our favorite month. Okay, it's Leo season. Girl, what's going on?
Girl, I came and scouted me out the perfect quiet little spot, right?
What
Now they
happened?
everywhere. Acting like they got to
People
use the
everywhere?
bathroom. People, now they got to use the bathroom and then they want to hover over there by the ATM
Um,
machine.
yeah,
Girl, no way.
yeah. So yeah, we back. Okay, so we were that somebody was calling me. So we
So
were
we were
talking
talking
about
about
website content.
content. Yeah,
Yeah.
content.
Um,
In a
yeah, guys,
nutshell,
it's really
you.
important that what you say?
Go ahead, I'll let you speak.
I was just gonna say, it's just really important that everyone understand that you have to provide your web designer with the content that you want to be on your website. Like, I don't even know why someone, again, me, I always speak about me in these situations because I was like, didn't know nothing about nothing. I'm just like, I need a website, build it for me. I'm talking to her, Latasha. And she like, all right, what you want on this stuff? And for some reason, like, I just thought she was just gonna magically come up with everything that needed to be on my website.
And let me just add that we are best friends, and I'm very familiar with the type of business that she's in. And I still don't feel like I was competent enough to just write up what should be on her website.
And I don't even
Like,
know why I thought you could. I don't even know
you
why I
know,
thought that was the way. Like, I just don't. Looking back, I
like
have
you
no
ask me about
idea.
some hair or some weave, I don't wear it enough to even, I don't know enough about it. I don't know who the
Yeah,
vendor
you
is. I
don't.
don't know what kind of texture, what the density. I don't know what none of that means.
And
So,
and your customer probably don't know what any of that means either. And so I think, like, when I was serious about the website and you was like, all right, you gotta come up with your content, I was like, what? What are you talking about? Content? What are you talking about? It just became like so much. I had to think about so much stuff
but I
that I
feel like
had
what
not
that
really thought
does,
about.
right? I feel like what that does is it invests you more into your business because
Mm-hmm.
now you got to be like, oh, wait a minute, this is for
Five, seven,
real.
six. Yeah. Um, I mean, like we always like to say, our ideal client is kind of like someone who's really busy in their craft, in their business, in their whatever their skill is, and they know that they need these things implemented in their business, but they really don't have time, and they really don't know either. So that was me. Like, I just did not know. I did not know. I wasn't even thinking about any of this stuff. What I wanted the customer to do when they came to the website. I just want them to buy some wigs and hair. Yeah, but you have to, like, basically hold your customer's hand. You have to basically walk them through your website. Like, okay, you
Virtually
want them
walk
to,
them through.
yeah, you want them to buy some hair or whatever you sell, but you gotta first, when they get there, they're on your home page. You know, what do you want them to do when they come to your homepage? All right, can they purchase
And not
whatever
only
it is they,
that, what do you want to communicate to them,
yeah, how
right?
do you want them to feel? Oh, it's so much, y'all. It's so much. Like, you really have to sit down and think about how you want to communicate with your customer when they come to your store. Because that's your store. You don't have a brick and mortar, like you don't have a physical location. Even if you do, this is a whole nother audience, because 9 times out of 10, the people who visit your website, if you have a brick and mortar, they're probably not a local customer. So you still want to think about like how to communicate with your customer, potential customer, once that person land on your homepage. Now, what you want them to do? Where you want them to go? What are they looking for? And how easy can you make it for them to get to the
Right.
checkout page?
Because oftentimes we just, even in our personal lives or even in business, we visit a website, and sometimes it's like walking into a chaotic building with hundreds of people. There's just so much data, so many words,
Shit.
the navigation, like, you go in the mall, to be
Colors.
like, you have a directory like shoes, like we don't even know where to go. We want to find out how to schedule an appointment. Well, you got a drop down, and it's got everything in the drop down. It's just chaos.
Girl, not even a drop down. Just
Yeah,
like,
we have seen
think
some that
about
just
I'm finna give a good example, y'all. Think about how Craigslist used to, probably still is, because like I literally haven't been. Let me see what's going on Craigslist. Are they still active?
I actually was talking about that the other day. I think they still do business, girl. I think they
Girl,
still
let
out
me
here in
see
these
in real
streets.
time what's going on over here on Craigslist. But the point is, Craigslist website is it's so much going on.
It's just a lot of words.
Give me anxiety
And
now.
if you are
Like,
not familiar with Craigslist, right, if you're not familiar with how to look at Craigslist, you're just like, what?
what
Where is
is
what I'm looking
happening?
for? And they have categories, but the way that it's presented is very simplified. It works for
Mm,
them,
mm.
but
It was working for
yeah.
us too. We used to tear Craigslist up.
Girl, they is
We used
still
to
out
tear
here.
Craigslist up.
On duty, on duty.
All right, I'm on Craigslist. They are still an active web page. And I mean, as I'm looking at it, yeah, it's very simplified. It's a directory. You know, it's easy. I'm not
It
gonna sit
ain't
up here and
always
act
been
like
like this. It ain't always been like this, girl. Don't even act like it
it's
has.
no, but it's a lot more. No, it's been like this for a while, Tasha. I think now.
What
Okay,
you on your cell phone?
no,
Cause the mobile.
I'm
Okay,
on my laptop.
okay. See, I have my laptop
Okay, so
packed up.
I'm in services. I'm gonna click on beauty, and then boom. All sew-ins $100, 3 bundles plus sew-in $300. Same day openings, appointments available. City of Atlanta. Bam! All right, that's the first one. And I guess for this purpose, is this type of website is fine, whatever. But recently, I visited a website, and it was about something that's trending. Like, I don't want to put the people on blast.
Don't do it. Don't put them on
I'm
blast.
not, but they're trending. And I went to their website, and my first thought was, this can't be the right website. This is not the right website. So then I did a little bit more searching. I was like, oh damn, this is the right website. Oh my God. It was so much going on their website, y'all. Like, I had to just get the hell out of there. It was giving me anxiety.
Their
It,
website made me think of. Remember how we used to cut pictures out of? Think of
oh yes,
a vision board. It was
yes.
like
It was a vision
it was
board.
like cutouts of pieces of
It's like pasted sections.
magazine.
It was a lot.
And it wasn't an intended look. It was a business specific site.
Right.
So it wasn't even about artsy or fashion. It was nothing like that.
And what I got from that, when I went to their website and then I came back and I was telling Tasha, I was like, girl, it made me feel like the web page was not valid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and I also noticed something. This is more on the technical side. It wasn't even a secure site.
So where I'm looking at it from like a visual standpoint, she's looking at it from a technical standpoint. And I'm just like, what? Girl, I got to get the hell out of here. It was like walking in a store and it was just like,
It was like walking in Ross
all type of stuff
during
in.
Christmas time,
It
and
was
nobody
giving
ain't
me
organized
anxiety.
nothing.
And so like that could like really put, if your website is not up to date, because it immediately gave me out of date vibes. The website had not been updated. And updating your website doesn't just mean updating products. Like it can mean updating products. It can mean updating the design, updating any offers that you have. Just changing out the layout, making sure shit works on the back end. It's just a lot that can be done if to your website if you are having it maintained. And I just immediately thought like this website just was put up here probably back in 2013. They just put it out there just to have something on the web, and it ain't no way this thing being managed right now. So again, that was just another talking point for us, like why as a business owner, if you are not tech savvy, if you are not Tasha, what's the word I'm looking for? If you are not
It's not
someone,
tech savvy.
well, yeah, I guess if you're not tech savvy, if you're not the research type, someone who you could research real quick, find out how to do something, get it done, then you would probably benefit from our website maintenance services.
But even if it's not even tech related, because we have clients that are super busy. I mean, so busy with their work, their day to day operations, their craft, their skills, and things are changing. Okay, you have a workshop. You got a workshop. That workshop that you got another workshop, and you need all of that updated information to be input to your website. But you really ain't got time to do it because you got something else to do, or maybe you got new inventory in, and you need all that new inventory uploaded into your website, or maybe, you something was on your website that you need to have taken down, and you just ain't got time to sit down and do it. That type of stuff. Images may need to be updated. Like it's just so much stuff that needs to be done. Not related to tech that you just really might not have time to do
Right.
because you're busy working your business.
Yeah. So we don't really talk about this a lot, but that is a service that we offer because we do understand our clients and that a lot of them are busy.
There, there
We
are
have
things that,
our super busy
right.
clients, and then we have our clients that are just not tech savvy. Either way, we have our Tasha, tell them about the service.
So we have our website maintenance services that we offer. So we have right now we have two plans. We have our basic plan, which is $97 per month, and we have our premium plan, which is $147 per month. So the $97 basic plan, right? It includes 5 edits per month. And those edits could be inventory, blog update, image changes, correcting maybe something was a link is broken, you had a link to something else and it's broken, it's not working. It includes booking tool updates. It includes inventory. That's the inventory.
Ma-
Inventory updates. Content additions. If you need to add content to your website, not necessarily a web page, but maybe, like I said, your workshop is a new workshop is coming, or a new sale is coming, something like that, and you just need to add that section or that what's the
A
page? What's
banner. You want to have
banner?
a banner.
Banner.
You just want to have, maybe you just want to have your home page change. Maybe you got some new inventory, or whatever the case may be. If you are in your,
Forms.
yeah, I mean, whatever. You might have a class going on, an event. You want to put tickets on your website. That's just not your thing. It's so many things that you could use 5 tickets for.
Yep.
It really is. And so what we find is that people don't know how to do things, and so sometimes they will just not do it.
Or they'll do it because a lot of times we see this where maybe a person does not have our maintenance services and they want to update a picture. They go in, they add that picture, and the picture is not formatted correctly, and they
Yeah.
don't know how to do that, so they leave the picture on there and it's cut off.
Yeah. And
You
y'all,
know, it's cut
we
off.
can't be doing that. We cannot be doing that, y'all. We gotta do better. Uh, like one of my Instagram coaches.
Because there is value. Listen, love on y'all Instagram coaches, okay? Because where would we be without them?
Hey, one of my Instagram coaches, she be like, "You are not operating in excellence." And it's like, that is such a simple thing. However, if you are not knowledgeable, then that little simple thing can have such a big turn. It can turn people off from your website, from your business, from your brand overall, when stuff like your logo image is cut off on your website, or images are blurry.
They're grainy, yeah.
You
Your
got
links are not working.
yes, y'all.
Misspelled content.
Tasha, tell them, wasn't you? So you were in Chicago and you were doing
Yes.
some audits.
So I'm actually getting ready to leave Chicago. In Chicago, was here on site doing some on site support for a workshop, and some of the participants in the workshop, I did some website audits and went through one of the participants' website, clicked on the link where their merchandise was listed, and went to buy. They're going to places where I can't even buy. And I'm talking about, this is revenue coming into their business, and people can't clicking on that particular button to buy things, and it's going to
And,
not
it,
just
and it's not
outside of
right.
your website, but it's also going to a site outside of your website that does not work. So
So,
now you lost. I'm walking away now because I'm
yeah,
done.
because you don't got time. Right. So, y'all, I know, I used to be this way. Like, I've had some bogus, I'm going to call them bogus websites in the past, y'all. When I say
Hold that
bogus,
thought. That's the basic 97. The premium is 147, and that offers you 10 edits
oh, okay.
per month.
Okay. So we
Okay,
got
go
the
ahead.
$97 basic plan that has 5 edits, y'all. And then the 147 premium plan that has 10 edits. If you
Mhm.
could just go to our website, I think we also may have a link. It may be in our link tree.
It is. Just go to
Um,
our website
yeah.
and
So,
click on services, and then you'll see websites. Click on websites to read more about what we offer for those.
right. I lost my train of thought. I don't know what the heck I was about to say.
You've had bogus websites.
Oh, yes. I have had bogus websites. Now, this is what I call a bogus website, y'all. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. This might ruffle some feathers. A bogus website is Touch by Tweet, www.touchbytweet at myshopify.com. www.touchbywixwebsite.com. www.touchbytweet
What is
slash
it? Big
Weasley
Cartel?
site, Big Cartel. Yeah, if we can see the platform's name in your URL, you know, in-house, we're going to refer to that as a bogus website.
And the cost is so minimal. I mean, it costs really pennies, y'all. And I know that small businesses are starting out on a budget, and even operating existing businesses, you want to keep your budget as low as possible. But I'm talking under average under $50. The
On a
cheapest.
monthly basis.
I mean, on an annual basis for your domain.
Oh,
Your
for your
domain
domain.
name you
Yeah,
pay
yeah,
annually.
yeah. Yes, yes, y'all. I don't know if there's a misconception out there that it costs a lot of money to own your domain. It does not. I never spent more than
$20
I was about to say maybe $29.
per year.
Maybe I don't even know if I would have paid $29 for a domain, but you can get them for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, up to 20, 30, 100. I mean, they range, but y'all, it don't.
And the only way it would be something astronomical is if it is something that is worth buying. For instance, I don't know what can we say?
All right, so Beyonce slipped,
Yes.
right, and didn't renew her domain subscription. All right, and then one of them little domain pirates out there, and they caught it. They was like, "Oh shit, she fucked up," because it's Beyonce. Whatever, that's a whole nother story, y'all. But owning your name domain, it is a thing. Like,
And it's actually equivalent to buying a home.
yeah, it's you. Like
You're buying your address to your store or your business.
when you own your name domain, your name's domain, you have a domain in your name. So let's just for the purpose of this live conversation purposes, that Beyonce and her people, they slipped and they let Beyonce.com expire. So now the little domain pirates and they see it. It was like, oh shit, Beyonce.com is available, right? But this is what they do. So they probably got the means to just go ahead and snatch up Beyonce.com, right? But it might be how much, Tasha?
$7 million.
It could be an astronomical price because
It
it's
could.
Beyonce.
And they will have so much leverage because she gonna want her name back.
She gonna want her name back.
So whatever that price is,
So
she gonna pay it.
So you can, so like, I know Tasha own hers, I own mine. Shit, it cost me $17.99 to own my domain name. My name, it's my name, and I need to own that. Imagine somebody owning your damn name, www.yourname.com.
Yeah. And I own mine, and I have no intentions on using it.
Nothing.
However, you never know when you're going to end up going viral.
I'm not doing nothing with my, and I just renewed it. I actually just renewed mine after not doing a damn thing with it. But I don't know, for some reason, like for me, it just kind of makes sense. I remember seeing somebody say, like, if you don't own your domain name, like, I really can't take you serious. I guess it might require, like, just where you at, that might not mean nothing to nobody else. But I could kind of see, like, just from you might want to do something with that. Like, you should, if you are an entrepreneur at some point, you probably should be thinking about your personal brand, and so you should own your name. I remember just seeing Judy, yeah, you want to take it off? Take it off, you can throw it away. I remember just seeing Judy talk about that. She was like, on Instagram, I am the real BB Judy, right? And she was like, BB stands for big booty. She was like, if I would have known that I was gonna blow up and be this person, I probably would have chose a different name. So her personal brand is the real BB Judy, but if she would have had a different mindset when she was developing that, maybe she would have went up with her name. I wonder if she owned her name.
I would imagine by now she owns her name because she's really been a business
Yeah.
professional for a long time, right?
Right.
And this is not really something that I think this is more recent, right? Because you see a lot of celebrities, even when it comes down to their children's name, once the kids are born, the kids have a handle.
Mm-hmm.
And with your personal name, right, it costs you nothing to own it. Even if you can't even see it in the future, it costs you nothing to purchase it and never do nothing with it. If you set it up on a card, it's gonna auto renew, and it's probably gonna cost you less than $10 to $15 per year to just have your name. I mean, I know we're kind of getting off track a little bit, but not really. But to have your name's domain, something that you own,
Mm-hmm.
right? It just don't cost that much. I mean, we blow money. We can go to McDonald's and you be engaged 2 times and you once really, depending on what you order,
And
and
y'all
that's
know
your
we got
domain name.
McDonald's money. Y'all know we got McDonald's money.
Got
So
McDonald's at the house.
look, it ain't no McDonald's at the house these days. We got McDonald's money and we pulling it.
So the moral is your business, and it's almost like a permanent thing, right? Almost like naming your child. Think long and hard before you even decide on what you're gonna name your business, because if you want to name your business Allure Christmas or whatever, Allure anything, you want to make sure that that handle is not taken on what all these platforms. That website domain is available. It's not trademarked by somebody else. I mean, this is really some foundational stuff, and we really kind of shifting, but
I
it's
mean, not really, because at the end of the day, all it's business, so everything tie into each other. Um, I just gave somebody some advice today about that. They was like, "What you think about this name for my business?" I was like, "Yeah, I like that, but just make sure it's available." Instead, it was like, "Oh, it's other businesses with that name, but they in different states." I was like, "Cool, but make sure it's available also on a federal level, because if somebody else got that name trademark and then they see you down here booming off of that name and it's in the same industry, like you could run into some problems." So I think like you have to think long term, and you have to really imagine yourself as being like really successful for that type of shit to matter to you. Because if you just like still got like a hustle mentality, you would just be like, damn all that, I'm just about to do what I got to do, and I ain't worried about all that. And I think that really when you saying something like that, you kind of saying like, shit, I ain't about to be that big for that shit to matter. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of a shame to think like
that's
that
true.
and to put that in the atmosphere. So, no, no,
Don't do that little bitty baby
no,
like that.
no, no,
Damn, he gotta go to. Oh, he gotta do nothing tomorrow. Actually.
no. Girl, you're trying to get out here in the streets at 5 years old. No,
Damn, I'm coming home.
I'm in a meeting. Stop it.
Just tell him real quick. Just tell him
No,
real quick.
stop it. Don't say hey. He couldn't wait for me to say that.
Hey! Hello, little baby boy. Hello.
Hi.
Why you acting like you don't want to say hi to me?
Hi.
Oh,
How
you
are
got a filter
you?
on. Get off of that filter. Get off that filter. That's why he was looking extra cute. Like, what the hell going on? Take it.
Oh,
There you go. Shut my door. So yeah, like that's definitely, we are certainly speaking out of scope when we're talking about that. But you know, at the same time, we speaking from experience because we done been there to a certain degree. But it naming your business, man, you can't really just pull that out of nowhere. You really gotta sit with that, make sure that you good with it, make sure that it's not being used somewhere else. You might have to tweak the name a little bit. Like the name he said, you know, it was a cool name, especially for the industry, but it was like kind of typical. I could see that it's probably a common name, you know what I'm saying, for the industry. And so I could just see it being used elsewhere. And when I said that to him, he texted me back and said, yeah, it's other people using it, but they're in different states. So I say, well, maybe you could add something like XYZ of, you know, the city you live in or the area you live in. But still, if it's in the same industry, you probably gonna, you know, you could potentially run into some problems with that. So, Black people, if y'all serious about y'all business and y'all brands, it's really not enough for us to just grab a LLC, grab a bank account, and that's
Really
it.
do your due diligence, because let me tell you something. It is nothing. There may be something worse, like having to turn over any proceeds or revenue you earned for your business. But the amount of work that goes into having to rename and rebrand your business, man, do it right the first time.
Yeah,
Do it right the first time. Because, and I'm talking about just the intricacies, like you got a vendor account that maybe you only use occasionally. That's under your old business name. And all of a sudden you got to use it and you had to remember, snap,
yeah, y'all.
do it right the first time. Do it right the
Yeah,
first
so
time.
just take the extra step. The advice I gave him was to check the trademark database. You know, just make that a part of your search when
That
you're
should be
doing.
the first step
Mm-hmm.
when you're naming your business. And when I say first, I mean even before you start going to get an LLC.
Right.
That
Before
should
you
be
get the
your first step.
LLC, y'all. Before you get the LLC, so it's like check the trademark registry database and see if that name is being used. And y'all, even if the name is being used partially, that can still pose an issue.
I think
Even
we should refer them over to follow our attorney.
most definitely, um, y'all can learn a lot about trademarking. And when you're ready, we definitely encourage y'all to reach out to the Biz Lawyer on IG. On Facebook, she is Rosina J. Pierce. But on Instagram, she is the Biz Lawyer. Rosina
And that's it.
spoke at, yeah, she spoke at our event, Hustler's Ambition, 2 years ago. And she also is doing our trademark for 22nd and Tech. And that's the reason why we had to change our name from the Linus Group to 22nd and Tech. Um, ooh, chai. And then trying to secure our new name on social media handles, y'all. Good Lord. You talk about people who was waking up at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning trying to secure a handle. Trying to secure a handle for like 30, 40 days. We were doing this. Trying to
But
make
there's a
sure that
reason
we
why we
could.
had to do that, though. But again, we did make sure that it was available when we selected the name, but the process was just that tedious, right? It was
Hi,
a
I
lot of
am
work.
Beauty. Hello.
It was a lot of work. It was a lot of
Yep,
work, and we knew better. We actually knew better going in,
we
and
did.
we just said, we all right.
But so with that being said, y'all, if you are a new business owner and you're in the naming your business phase, you know, after you get your ideas out on paper and you done hollered at your homegirl, you done talked to your husband, your lady, your wife, whoever, your mom about the name, before you think you have settled on that name, check the trademark database to see if the name is available. Check all social media platforms, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram,
TikTok,
TikTok, Snapchat,
WhatsApp,
um,
whatever it
all
is.
that.
Because even if you're not going to be using them, you still
You
want
want to
to
have that
secure
presence.
them.
Yeah, you want to have
You
that
don't have to
presence
use them. You
across.
want to secure them.
Yeah.
Because you never know when you're going to have to use it. You might want to use it, whatever, and your name going to be taken.
Nomadic Priest is what a website. I'm sorry.
That's Randy.
Hey, Randy, you on here looking dapper as I don't know
That's my baby. Hey,
what.
baby.
Well, I thought you was some kind of big time influencer on here.
He is an influencer.
I thought he was big time though.
He is big time. Don't be trying him.
ah, oh goodness. So he was asking, is that a website? Is that the database or a website?
Is what a database or a website.
It's the
And you
database.
also want to make sure that you're checking to make sure that domain name is
Oh,
available.
Yeah, Brandy, the database is a website. It's uspto.com.
Oh, for the
Yeah,
the
for trademark service.
trademark.
Yeah. And y'all keep up with our girl Rosina, the biz lawyer on IG. She's constantly dropping insight about the trademark process, and all that good stuff. Hi, Jazzy. Hey, girl. You're welcome. So what else, Tasha?
So we talked about content. We talked about what was the first thing you talked
We
about?
talked about
It was
we talked about branding.
branding, content, and then what was the last thing that you touched
We talked
on the first
about
slide?
a little bit the customer journey and why it's like
Oh, we did. Yeah,
so y'all
yeah.
customer journey is like that's very new to me. I'm not gonna lie. But it makes sense.
It does.
And it's like knowing what I know now, it just goes back to those days of having a bogus website.
And I think a lot of times, these content management platforms, which is Shopify, Weebly, Squarespace, all of that stuff, those are called content management systems. And it really simplifies the web building process where it removes the fact that you have to code it, right? But there's still a design aspect of that's needed in our opinion for a website. And that's where we come in at. So a lot of times people say, oh, I can do that. And you can. You can because they have all these platforms that have made it easy. I remember the days when I actually took HTML code, and that was actually my favorite language, but coding is hard. Let me not say hard because some of the tech people might be
Challenging.
offended. It is tedious work. It is very tedious. You can't mess up because then something ain't gonna run. It ain't gonna look right. Anyway, you can do your own website, and people do it all the time, but that's where the customer journey oftentimes goes wrong because all they're thinking about is all the stuff they want on their website.
Yep.
This is it, and they just put it wherever it naturally works for them. But you have to step outside of yourself because your customer journey may make sense or flow for you, but it may not flow for the greater audience, right? So
Hi.
you definitely have to step outside of yourself and think like you are a customer. And the way you do that is go to other websites and you see, okay, how this works, how that works. And you just got to make sure you get it right because you will lose a customer if it's not done right.
Yeah, so if you are someone who is designing or building out your own website, then that is a just something to think about. Think about your customer journey. And like Tasha said, a good way to walk yourself through that process is to visit other websites. Maybe it's your competitor, maybe it's not your competitor, but it's someone you're inspired by. You offer the same services. You know, your maybe your business model is similar. So you visit their website and see how easy is it for you to navigate through the website. Are you able to get to, you know, where you're trying to get on their website? So it's just important to understand, like, what is the goal of your website? What are you wanting people to do when they get there? And are you making it easy for them to get there? Now I will say this, we're telling you that you need to think about that, but a part of what we do, we will coach you through some of these things. So if when you're providing your content, and if we can see that, okay, maybe you should put this here, maybe this should be here, let's do that. Like, we will offer suggestions to help you through the customer journey. You know, and a lot of times that's going to take some tweaking. That's just not like a, oh, boom, 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 this how I need to be. Sometimes we put it in place and then we run it through it, and it was like, nah, that's not really flowing right.
And
I
that's a
feel like,
part of the website maintenance. Like we
right.
realize, oh, this ain't
Yeah,
working.
this ain't working. The people not seeing what I need them to see. Even we've had to do that with our own website. It's like, all right, if we're posting about different things on social media, trying to drive traffic to the website, how easy, like, even though we may have that service on our website, how easy is it going to be for y'all to find that on our website? Yeah, we have these easy, like, quick links with Linktree and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, if someone is just on your website, can they find what it is that you're trying to sell? And is it easy for them to get there and then get to the checkout page? So, customer journey, y'all. Think about y'all customer journey. Think about how the customer is spending time on your website. And if you already have a website and you're not seeing conversions, meaning people are visiting your website, maybe they're not even leaving past the home page. Maybe they putting stuff in the cart, but they're not checking out. Something, there's a disconnect in your conversion. That might be a good opportunity for you to schedule a discovery call with us so we can hear what your issues are and see if we may be able to offer some solutions for you. So, girl, what time your flight leave?
Girl, my flight don't leave till 7:55.
Oh,
Right? I tried to get an early flight for 5:50. And she talking about 1:49. Ma'am, I'm gonna sit right here in this airport.
149 more dollars?
More dollars.
No.
Almost, because I don't need to be home, so I don't need to pay $149. I'm gonna just sit in here and
I was just asking. I was just asking. Thank you.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm just out here, girl, in the airport, just people watching, talking to y'all on IG. You know, I had some
Hi,
dinner.
LaDeja.
Hi, Day Day. I like your picture you just posted.
Yeah, you was cute, daughter.
She off? Oh yeah, it's late there.
Well,
What
what time
time
is
is
it?
it? It's 6:21
Oh, so,
here.
oh, damn. Girl, we done been on here for a long time now. I ain't really expect to be
All
on here
right. Well, I think that we've given the people a lot of good information.
this.
to marinate on.
Yep. Hey, Deja, thanks for joining us, girl. We just about to clock out on this live, girl. We done been here since 6. Then we came back on, girl, to serve and all type of stuff. So, I done finished my drink. I'm about to pour up another one.
I ain't even got no drink.
Girl, you gotta get somewhere to somebody block and get you a drink.
Because then I'd be on the plane, got to get up and go to the bathroom. I don't like using the bathroom on the plane.
I don't like using the bathroom on the plane either, girl. So let me tell you what I do. I just handle all my business, before the flight arrives, and I try to, But
Look, I'm over here parched because I don't want to drink nothing.
Girl, I done been there. You talk about hungry and thirsty. Baby, I don't give a damn. I'm not drinking nothing because I'm not using that bathroom.
Not that nasty one, no ma'am.
Ooh, anybody else don't like using the airplane bathroom? Girl, I had to take Karan to the bathroom. Lord have mercy. God, let me tell you something. God would give moms the courage to do anything. Girl, I done damn near let my own bladder burst on a plane. Cause I refuse. First of all, I don't like being in small enclosed areas. Rule number 1, bitch. I would be in the people playing bathroom with the door swinging. Get me out of here! Girl, I cannot. I think it got something to do with soul playing.
I do blame. What's his name? DeJon? I blame him.
Yeah, so listen, I had to take Karan to the bathroom on the plane, girl. Do you know that I did not lock the bathroom door? I was so scared. I am too grown to be that scared to use the bathroom on the plane. And I don't really know how much time my bladder has for that type of behavior. I don't think I'm going to be able to continue to keep living like that. I'm not.
You need to grow up.
I do. But yeah, you're doing the right thing. Don't drink shit. Don't drink nothing.
I ate that salad and I was thirsty.
Yeah, no.
But I'm gonna be thirsty.
How long is the flight? Like
2
an hour
hours.
and a half?
Well, you know what? Yeah, it really is an hour and a half. It don't take that long, but from gate to gate, it's 2 hours.
Ooh, child. Well, bless your heart, girl. I hope you make it. I really hope your bladder make it. Because I know how.
I ain't got to use it, so I'm gonna be all right.
Well, I mean, just get it all out before you get home.
I will. I got time to go one more time before the plane board, and then maybe 2 more times. But they probably ain't gonna board till like 7:30.
Yeah. All right, well, girl. Everyone who joined us, that popped in and out, thank y'all.
Thank you.
We did not have a guest this week for our Tech Control of Your Business segment. So we was just popping in to share some little insight about things to think about in terms of getting your website designed, y'all. Okay. So if anybody have any questions, you can leave them in the comments, I think. Or you can just visit the website and schedule your free 15-minute discovery call, and we can chat all about whatever is going on in your business. Latasha, have a safe flight.
Thanks, girl.
See you tomorrow.
I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye.
All right, bye.